Okay, guys, here we go again. We're gonna do a quick recap on today's trades. Today was a pretty, well, it was we only took one trade today this morning, and we got in a little bit late in the action. So on watch was XTNT. XTNT. It was gapping up nicely from 75 cents up to a high of 285. It pulled back to VWAP, consolidated at VWAP. It broke VWAP to the upside, and here it double topped just about 285. So just by kind of looking at this, you would think either it's either gonna go up or it's gonna go down. Okay, so I was thinking it was gonna hit 285 and fell. It possibly fell down to the VWAP, this orange dotted line, and then a bounce off of that. VWAP was 257, so potentially a flush down to 257, then entry on the way up. So we'll jump into the the 1 minute chart. Here's a 1 minute chart on XTNT. As you can see here, we had this move up to 285, pulled back down to VWAP, then move higher. Here you can see where it double topped this high, pre-market high of 285. So right before the market opened, that candle's high was 281. So that could have been a nice potential gap and go entry. So 281 would have been an entry as soon as the market opened. Well, I missed this one. I missed this entry. It opened up, it halted going up, halted at 290, halted for 10 minutes. Then it opened up again, resumed higher, opened at 315, squeezed up to 330, it halted, and then it resumed a little bit lower, and it moved higher up to 350, and it pulled back hard. Okay, so this is interesting here. This was like yesterday's trade, PHUN. PHUN yesterday it had 9 halts going up back to back, just like this. These green candles, that's it, 9 of those, but going up. And then on that 10th halt, it turned around and it came down pretty hard. Basically, it gave up all its gains in that one drop. Today's action was interesting because it did the exact same thing, but it only popped up twice. It halted twice going up. On this third halt, it halted going down, hit a high of 350, a low of 320, halted at 320, which is this level here, halted there. Okay, so it resumed very low, like basically gave up all its gains from that halt. It resumed down here at 235. So from 320 down to 235, almost a whole dollar per share. And then it had a little bounce up to VWAP up to 264, and then it came down hard again. Just because it bounced up to VWAP, and then it flushed down and it halted going down again, down at 234. So here I was looking at this, I was like, okay, well this is pretty extended. This is ridiculous. It made a huge move to the downside. This is definitely going to go back up. So I was wanting to buy a dip. I was wanting for it to dip possibly below 225 and move higher from there, 225. But it resumed pretty much lower, like pretty low down to 2. I didn't think it was going to go down to 2, but it did, and it immediately halted. Opened up at 2, halted at 216, it halted. That was a very strange resumption from the halt. That's one of the reasons why I did not get in. It almost looked like it was halting going down. So once I was looking at the chart, I was like, okay, well, this is halted going up. So this could be the turnaround here, at least up to this high of 264, or the orange dotted line. At least a tap of that, and then maybe a bounce, a bear flag, and fell the rest of the day. It kind of did that. I jumped in after the first halt going back up. It halted at, what was it? 216 going up, and I jumped in around two. I jumped in a little bit high, around 225, and into this halt. So I was okay holding into this halt. I was willing to add out of this halt, probably like around 240. Definitely for a break of 250 up to 260. So a nice little 30-cent winner potentially. And that didn't happen. It resumed from the halt it resumed from the halt here. What was it, at 220, at 242, and then it hit a high of 244, and then it started failing. So I'm like, oh crap! So I need to get out of this. It's not holding up. Boom! I bailed out like around 234, 235. So it was a little profit. Got in here and sold up here, and then it halted going down at 227. It opened, resumed, and it went down to 2, and then it halted again, and then it just, this was very tricky, definitely tricky. I would say the cleanest move was out of the gates around here, this level, for 280, 281, a break of 281 up to 350. You know, this right here is a lot of potential, a lot of opportunities, but you don't want to get caught in this big drop. This right here could do some damage from 325 down to 235, just about a whole dollar per share. So that was it. That was my trades for today. I wish there would have been more action. There was some action on surf, but I wasn't comfortable taking those trades for some reason. If you look at it, it's pretty clean, but I missed that. It looks clean here on the 5 minute, but it wasn't that clean for me. Not my style of trading. It seemed a little choppy. Here, made a move 350 up to 750, and it pulled back to VWAP. You know, it looks nice, but for me, it was just too tricky for me to trade, so I just left it alone. I only traded XTNT, captured a little bit of profit on it, which I'm okay with that. Uh, you know, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow is Friday, the last trading day of the week, into the long weekend, and usually those days are pretty exciting. So we'll see what the market has in store for us tomorrow. All right, guys, if you have any questions, just ask me, and I'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.